my god. Okay, well, we're doing already off to a great start in this block.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. But we're going to have gaw.naw versus Jackson Moon. I don't remember who Jackson Moon plays, but I know that gaw.naw is a tactic, so I'm surprised at least to see the K-roll at this point.
I think it might be kind of a thing with, like, dealing with projectiles or having, like, a bigger hitbox, because Ness can deal well with projectiles, so, yeah, it might be just changing that. Or maybe just to learn how Jackson Moon plays.
I mean, do you think that K-roll is like a legitimate counter pick at least just for Ness in this case?
No, definitely not.
I think with that also, I'm really starting to doubt that. I'm wondering if it's kind of just a meme pick at this point, but
I feel like it might be, because K-rool can get easy combo foddered by Ness, and you know, Jackson Moon does some good combos with Ness, so I think it might just be kind of like a meme pick. Because I would definitely not want to play a heavy against someone like Ness.
Yeah. I feel like especially a K-rool can be really, really good at catching what Ness likes to do, especially past ledge. Like, Ness has a hard time. Oh, people get up smash off as well. But Ness, unless they use their up B, has kind of a hard time snapping ledge. Or more so that their double jump goes like right past the ledge. It doesn't clip on like a bunch of other characters, for example. And so
Yeah,
K-rool
so
can
that's
use it.
like kind of a downside to it.
Or yeah, that's a downside to it. But that means, oh, he gets a spike!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
All back air getting the kill.
And gaw.naw just gonna like immediately say, don't try to edge guard me. I'm the one who's edge guarding you. Oh, the double.
To 78 on
He's going for it!
Not looking good. And he did go for it.
But he's
and
not
that
gonna.
pressure got him the game.
I was more so expecting him to actually, or gaw.naw to actually try and go for the border bust, trying to go for the suction off of that.
That's fair, because that would have basically gotten the kill. Because I don't think Jackson Moon had a jump after that.
gaw.naw, yeah, Jackson Moon didn't have any way to get past that, honestly, if that was the case. But either way.
Yeah, we'll see where they're going from here if Moon's gonna change up characters, but I think there might be changing stages right now. Another thing that, like, gaw.naw playing K-rool first, that maybe he doesn't want to let Jackson Moon learn his Pac-Man. Like, maybe he might be going to it this game, or they might be.
You never know.
It all just depends.
I think that especially with Jackson Moon, I don't know if he mains Ness, at least at this point. I know who gaw.naw mains just because I faced gaw.naw before. I lost him twice. But I think it's kind of interesting, especially, you know, gaw.naw to come through at least with this K-rool. Still staying with the K-rool to just say, my K-rool good enough.
Yeah, I'm really not sure who Jackson Moon mains either. Like I've said time and time again. I don't know. It is Ness?
It does main Ness, okay.
Wait. Okay, so they didn't change stages, but they both got off the arena, so okay.
Yeah, and now we
They're playing fake out mind games with us now. They're adapting.
And then we have UGS Jackson Moon, sponsored by UGS, by the way.
Oh.
But nice fair coming out. And I'm loving the spacing coming out from gaw.naw. Oh, he's trying to go for a lot of stuff.
Getting feisty with it. Like, you saw the fast turnaround back air on stage. Like, gaw.naw's just going in.
You can tell that gaw.naw is just like having a fun time with this character.
You can't tell, because it's like, K-rool's kind of like slow but powerful in a way. I guess that's the definition of a heavy, but like, gaw.naw's doing going in. Oh, the
nice tech
too, and ooh.
Yeah,
I see. Trade, but didn't work out.
I see what you mean though, because you know, like Bowser and King K. Rool, I think they're both heavy characters that have a good job at least maintaining presence, and that's especially with like, you know, their passive abilities, I think.
Oh, for sure. And they have like a good amount of like weight to where they won't get thrown around. I think the only downside to them really is that their recoveries can sometimes be very predictable, like both of them going in a certain direction or being, you know, in Bowser's case, counterable, but it's not too bad in some cases.
I mean, I think there's more than a few more than just that as for downsides to these characters. But One thing I also saw is that gaw.naw is doing the crown sliding when you recatch the crown. So that shows that he definitely knows this character. This isn't just a random pick. Like, this might be actually a pretty good secondary of his.
Or just kind of like a character that he knows pretty well too. So yeah, interesting.
True.
Like we could have seen the Pac-Man, but I don't know how do you think Pac-Man would have fared up in this situation? Like, do you think Jackson would have had an easier time with this, or no?
I think one thing that kind of like makes it a little bit uneasy is when Arcfire interacts with Hydrant. It's really, really.
Because it blows up, but I don't think it takes off the Hydrant. I don't think it sends it.
It mostly like reduces a lot of the health, but it can send it if it's head big enough. Oh,
I have no idea what's going on here. That's the set.
Yeah, getting hit by the PK rocket will short its range, and gaw.naw going to be taking that 2-0.